Hey friends, welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. This time we are doing some Pokemon TCG stuff. This is a deck that I took to my local event. There's really only been 4 cards changed since then, but I just kind of wanted to play something a little different. I've been playing a lot of Miraidon in real life, like as my my primary deck, and I took it to an event and I went really bad, like 0-3. And I wanted to just build something different to play around with some things, and I'm like, oh, I really like Calyrex, I'll have a go of Calyrex. And then I was playing Greninja, as you put in every single deck, and I was like, hang on a minute, Eternatus actually might work nicely here. So the whole core of the idea is to just try and get Mewtwo V-Union in play as fast as possible. With the ideal first turn being get Eternatus into play, get to Calyrex VMax into play, maybe a third one on the next turn if I can, and then try and combo into getting Mewtwo into play as fast as possible. And so this is kind of what we got going on. We have the Mew with Mysterious Tail, which can hopefully help us find either an Ultra Ball on the first turn or some other stuff to help us dig, like Fog Crystal. To then play the Radiant Eternatus if we can, because when we play it onto the bench, we can search for up to 2 Pokemon VMax and put them onto the bench. So that skips having to evolve it from Shadow Rider Calyrex V. We just go straight to the VMax. And the VMax has the ability where we can use this to attach a Psychic Energy to one of our benched Pokemon to then draw 2 cards, which is how we kind of dig through our entire deck. And then the goal is to get Mewtwo V-Union into play as kind of the finisher, because we have Final Burn, which does 300, which kills most things, or Psysplosion, which does 16 damage, counters however you like, which normally takes 2 KOs as well, so like you knock out 2 small things. So the idea is to try and use the V-Union to pick up 2 prizes to kind of close out the game. The main downside of this is that Mewtwo and Calyrex VMax all cost 3 prizes, but he does have a lot of HP, so that's like maybe the exception of Drapion or Tyranitar. We're pretty safe. We are then playing Choice Belt. I might actually change this because I have a nice one now, and get rid of the other one. Boss's orders is pretty standard for Fog Crystal, because you want to always have Psychic Energy to be able to activate the door. Have some Ultra Balls. It's our main way of finding Radiant Eternatus. If we had Quick Ball, we would use Quick Ball. And Nest Ball, putting it into play, it doesn't activate its ability. So we have Forest Sealstone. This one is also really good, because we don't have a V-Star ability in the deck otherwise. We have a Pal Pad, have a Heavy Ball to hopefully find Eternatus if it's prized. We have Peonia, which we use to get pieces of Mewtwo out of the prize cards, if there's any in there. I'm playing 2 Lost City and 1 Lost Vacuum. I do like Lost City a lot to shut down Clara or Miriam in some decks, which can be really good. I'm not sure what my replacement stadium would be otherwise. I play 1 Lost Vacuum, because that can also be pretty handy. And I'm also playing a Leafy Camo Poncho to dodge a boss's orders on one of my benched Calyrex. But I normally have more than 1, so it's not super duper useful. For Adventurous Discovery, so this gets any 3 Pokemon V out of the deck, which includes Mewtwo V-Union. So you can use this to get 3 out of 4 pieces straight away. Which can be really good. And then Arven, because we have some really good tool cards, but also searching for an item card is really helpful. And then we're playing Energy Retrieval, and then Escape Rope, and then 13 Psychic Energy. So this is kind of the deck. The idea is to power up 1 Calyrex, attack, get a KO, power up a second Calyrex. The first one attacks for more damage, and then get a Mewtwo V into play and attack, which is pretty straightforward. But let's have a look at how it goes. I always want to go first. Whereas in Baradin, I always want to go second. Okay, that's not bad. We get to lead Mew. Okay, so we're gonna hopefully hit Ultra Ball. We hit nothing. But I know Eternatus is in the deck, so I'm not going to use the heavy ball. Or maybe I have to use the heavy ball. Wow. This is not great. This might actually be a concede. Go next game. It's still bad here though. Like, it's still very bad here. Anyway, we don't have any Mewtwo pieces prized. Ordinarily, a start this bad I would just concede, but they are also pretty slow, so maybe I can catch up. The downside of playing Eternatus is it ends your turn, but that's fine because I'm not doing anything anyway. Oh, interesting. What is he pulling out? Just the other Mew. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's Peonia. Okay, all of these things are pretty good. Let's go like this. Start drawing some cards. That's pretty good. So I have another Fog Crystal. Let's go and get this guy. Yeah, we just pass. So I don't want to use, I never want to really actually just normal attach Psychic Energy. I pretty much always want to use the ability to draw cards. Ooh, Splitting Beam, okay. That's kind of good for me. It means I get to choose what my active is going to be instead of him just dealing 40 to something random. Okay, got a Lost City that I don't really care about. Got my Ultra Ball. So we get to discard 2 pieces of Mewtwo, go and get the last Shadow VMax, then get to start activating these. Okay, I'm gonna go and get these. I also have boss's orders potentially. I think maybe bossing the Magnemite is kind of worthwhile. I hit escape rope, so I don't need to boss if I don't want to. Okay, so we'll take a KO on the Magnamax. I can't get a kill just yet. But what I am going to do is Star Alchemy to get Adventurer's Discovery. So we're going to get the last pieces of Mewtwo, and then next turn we will Ultra Ball. I don't think he's going to get a KO, so I'll leave this space on the bench open. And then I'll just put his Magnemite in the Lost Zone. I don't think it like really makes that big of a difference. And he might just bump it with a, like a Beach Court, but might as well play it. And so now that I know what prize 1, 2, and 3 is, I'm just going to be hitting 4, 5, and 6 for the first off. Okay, so now my opponent has Miraidon. We're going to see a bit more acceleration going on. I'm surprised. Maybe we do see another Splitting Beam. Because if he does a second Splitting Beam after that one, he will get a free KO on a Mew if it's not in the active. But evolving it would probably be better here, because you can go and get 2 electric generators. I can also potentially boss for something. And the Mew, I assume. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we Arven. We go and get Ultra Ball. I'm just going to filter out a card from our deck. And then going to bring in Mewtwo. And then we're going to use all of the Underworld doors on the Mewtwo. Nice, we actually got enough energy for all of them. Okay, so I'm going to save the Pal Pad for later. I have the Choice Belt. I don't need it this exact second. So I might just take the KO. Four and 6. Not bad. So I don't really need the Ultra Ball, but the Psychic Energy is really good here. Ooh, Avery is kind of funny. I think obviously this, I kind of want to get rid of this. I've already used my V-Star ability. It's just I lose 2 Psychic Energy off it. I guess I'll just pick the 2 obvious things. Because I was tempted to bin the Calyrex. But, you know. Okay, there's Magnezone EX. So that's a card I'm scared of. But I don't... Oh, yeah, I think it does actually just kill my guy here. Okay. Yeah, it does like 1,000,000 damage. So I am in a bit of a pickle. So he's going to pick up 3 prizes here. And I can't get a KO back. It's 50 per energy. So 6 of them is 300. Because I could also boss. This is kind of tough. Oh, actually, I can use the Choice Belt. No, that's for V's only. Okay, so I want to do Final Burn. I don't think there's anything else I can really do here. I could check what items I have left. I have an escape rope. So maybe I escape rope later. But for now, we'll just do 300. Choice Belt is only Pokemon V. I got goofed on for a second, so I forgot that this was an EX, but I think he does exactly 300 to me, leaving me on 10, and then I get to Psy Explosion and get 30 here, 60 here, win the game. Or 30 there, 90 there. Still enough. And then hopefully win the game. But because even if he bosses, I can still do that. Or if he retreats, I can still do that. Oh, if he bosses my Calyrex, I just die. So I'm just kind of hoping he does not have boss's orders. He's thinking really hard. He's thinking really hard about this. Okay. You take 300 and we get to clap back for the victory. Whew. Close one. Just, you know, just in case. Oh, all right then. Can you think we nearly conceded this game? So that's kind of what Shadow Rider Calyrex looks like. Fortunately, we got really lucky there and they didn't have boss's orders and able to win the game with that. Because Magnezonia can be kind of scary. But we assembled our Mewtwo pretty consistently. We were able to hit for a lot of damage with Mewtwo and draw a lot of cards using Calyrex. That's kind of the whole idea. I had a lot of fun playing this in person. I ended up playing against Lost Box and the Gardevoir deck, and just bricked really hard against Gardevoir, and then did really good against Lost Box. So, I mean, playing in person, there's a whole bunch of other factors to have to worry about, but I thought it was really fun, and I thought it would be kind of cool to do a deck take of what I've been playing around with recently. But that's kind of it. I'm curious to know what you think of decks like this one, where it's got a really, really narrow objective, let's say. But I do have a whole bunch of other stuff on the channel. I do a lot of Marvel Snap, I do a lot of Magic the Gathering, Historic, and a whole bunch of other Pokemon stuff as well that I think is worth checking out. But I also make board games, so if you're interested in board games, I have a bunch of board game content on the channel as well, hence the name Cutlass Board Games. So if any of that grabs your attention, check out some other stuff on the channel and hit that subscribe button, because it helps us out a lot.